Hello folks, how you doing? This is Miguel from the Embargoman channel. So, even though this is a very easy, touchy subject, and then we're talking about this cult, right? So, as we know we're in quarantine, and after all this, there is going to be, there is a cult in Russia called the last the last testament, or the final testament church, Viserians or something like the Viserian, or the teacher. That means some Russian dude who claims to be Jesus Christ. Don't worry about that cult in Siberia. It's nothing to worry about. But after one cult would be some guy, would be another man claiming to be Jesus Christ. When Hak Ja Han Moon passes away, this person is going to be the replacement. And we're talking about the Unification Church, Steve Hassan. If you've watching that video or seen me in the Embargoman channel, I have seen your video. I know what is going on. For that moment on, this is what Hak Ja Han Moon, who founded the Unification Church, would be anything but. He passes away, his wife isn't there, Hak Ja Han passes away. Then there would be one thing that's so controversial. The new leader, there's going to be this, would be married to the lost niece of the true uncle, or something like that, being called Mary Magdalene Moon, right? Or most likely would be a Korean prostitute that her husband would be claimed to be Jesus Christ, or what's going to be is everything is going to change the area. The headquarters are going to move out of South Korea, where this new leader who claims to be Jesus, they're moving their headquarters to Europe. And that's where I seen where it's going through, right? Where it's heading, even though they say that the visionary is the Antichrist or whatever, blah 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 blah. Well, what's going to happen is this. After Hak Ja Han dies, all this, even though there are spin-offs, even one of Hak Ja Han Moon's sons have a church in Pennsylvania dealing with God and guns. Alright, so that would be just spun off. But the thing about the founder who has been dead since 2012. He has been dead since 2012. Have so many. This is where things is gonna go on, talking about politics and talking about a cult accusing the government. So this would be that what the founder, not the new one coming up, but the founder has not paying taxes, was wanted for tax fraud, the so-called true father, as they call it. Even though I went to one of their meetings, seems kind of nice. Everybody seems cool and everything like that. Homemade Chinese food or whatever. Homemade Chinese rice and stuff, whatever. Yes, all a deal. But and this is before the founder has been dead. But after the founder has been dead, even though I don't go there, and I think it's all BS, talking about true family, the true whatever, that would be more of separately that this guy they prohibit the founder to enter Germany. This is where all the dilemma with the new leader coming up. This is where I'm going through, and what is gonna happen is all but what would be for all of this in the truth of using a facility or changing all these mass marriages to a new town. Forget about it. The guy, after Song Myung Moon has died, his wife is still in control. But after his wife is dead, then somebody else gonna go through the throne. He's gonna, have the ship steering, gonna steer the ship or something like that. Might be some man, this guy, who might be a white guy. Yes, it's not gonna be Asian. The next leader of the Unification Church is not an Asian guy. It would be a white guy, a white Dutch guy, right? So what's gonna happen is this new founder, he will say, he will just curse the Viserians as the Viserians is a cult in Russia that they, it's just another cult talking crap about another cult. Then he is gonna be claiming to be Jesus Christ, right? And he's claiming to be Jesus Christ. Then, he's just talking smack about another cult, about another guy who claims to be Jesus, who is actually a Russian cop. But with this guy, he's gonna be married to a Korean prostitute, and that Korean prostitute said to be the lost sheep or the lost daughter or something like that. One of Song Myung Moon's niece to be exactly, of they shown her doing the protest in Seoul when they shut down all the whorehouses in Korea, and then when they shut all the whorehouses in Seoul, South Korea, she has to be immigrated to Amsterdam. That's where it's gonna be located. This is gonna be like what the Moonies have. They just have this exact location. Maybe they might use a cathedral because it's change of the night thing with churches over there, and that one of the cathedral might be the True Family Cathedral, or the True Family Cathedral where this is the original Vatican is gonna be located in Amsterdam or something like that. But married to a Korean prostitute who just left her job of prostitution, and she will say that's your true mother, that's your next true mother. After Hak Ja Han dies, your true mother, the next true mother will be a Korean prostitute that work in the Netherlands. And the true father would be some guy who's going to be claiming to be Jesus Christ, who is married to that Korean prostitute. In all that I'm saying about the Unification Church originated in South Korea, all is biblically written. If it's biblically written, maybe you gotta look to Revelation 17, talks about loud and clear about the Unification Church, if you really want to understand where it's going. And she might just wear a red habak and red and purple habak. Her husband would be dressed up like Jesus Christ and look like Jesus Christ with a beard and all that stuff. And all this shenanigans. Maybe the next thing of mass marriages would be held in Ajax Stadium, if they wanted to say this is the big event of mass marriages at Ajax Stadium. The Jesus Christ put away the man who claims to be Jesus Christ, right? So that would be a great deceiving. Do you hear in the news? Do you hear in the news or whatever they say about this cult, about this unification cult and its new leader, and they say that Jesus Christ is found in the Netherlands by an organization found that started in South Korea. So if they say that Jesus Christ is in the Netherlands and is controlling a church that is founded in South Korea. Now there's a problem in there, and they're talking about the Unification Church and Sung Myung Moon's replacement, and Hang Sang replacement. Yes, the widow of Sung Myung Moon, when she dies, the replacement would be a Korean prostitute and a man who claims himself to be called Jesus Christ. So that is where it's going, and where it's gonna go is that he will say and criticize the German government that even with this COVID-19, if probably Germany will be hit hard with COVID-19, and says that is the guy who says to claim to be Jesus Christ, that's my punishment, that is God's punishment. You never enter the founder of my organization in your country, and they said COVID-19 is the punishment of God. What in the world would this new leader who's gonna replace Sung Myung Moon to say that the COVID-19 is a punishment of God? So, I mean, this is something that I say, like for example, Scientology. I knew about this. This is just more brainwashing and money making, and all the BS of Ron Hubbard. Unification Church is the worst thing. They just want to deceive people, and just a founder would be some guy in Korea, born in North Korea, who's said to be the true family, but most likely based in South Korea, might soon someday move away their headquarters and they go into Europe. And the reason why is because of some Dutch man who claims to be Jesus Christ, who is married to a Korean prostitute. I mean, and he'll say that he would really does going to do something, and he's gonna judge, or he's gonna say that he even though about the COVID-19 and everything, but he was just gonna say if Germany has hit worse with the COVID-19, he was say that was God's punishment of the COVID-19 to Germany. It says this is my punishment, this is my father's punishment, or whatever, or to say for not letting the person who founded my new organization, or even they might even change the name again, right? So Hak Ja Han Moon passes away. So the new leader would have a Korean prostitute named by Mary Magdalene Moon, right? So that would be very hectic because of Sung Myung Moon never got an enter. I mean, the guy who claims to be Jesus Christ, who his wife is a Korean prostitute, who even though they're gonna show off, they're like, this is a story of Mary Magdalene Moon, that she was a prostitute and leading to protests in all the whorehouses in South Korea, and they just never let to do her profession, even though she leaves prostitution after she married this Dutch Mooney who wanted to, now he's gonna come and claims to be Jesus Christ, right? So the organization this cult, but believe me, the organization or this cult, but believe me, once you get in, I'll tell you, get out of that church, right? So that would say that, he would come out and say doing this mass marriages over there in Ajax Stadium or somewhere. And what he's gonna do with this, or what's gonna happen, is that all of a sudden what's going to happen is this, where is going to be some chaos within there, with all the spin-offs of the Unification Church, with in Pennsylvania, when some guy with his son with guns and AR-15s and stuff. But this is not just but this is just like saying, okay, let's close this. Where it's going, this is it's gonna be more like a historic site. It's gonna be turned into a museum. So after Hak Ja Han Moon dies, John Hak Moon dies. After Jack Han Moon dies and the new leader comes, it's gonna turn it into a museum. It's gonna be turned. This is the historic. This is the beginnings, and this and that. And then they showed the new area. This is the new area. This is the true family cathedral, Amsterdam, where Jesus Christ found Mary Magdalene, or the guy who, I don't know what his real name would be. Could be Joshua or something like that. But this man who might replace Sun Myung Moon, he gonna claim to be Jesus Christ, and you people get fooled. So if you are very aware and you've seen something, even some YouTuber that I know with the videos, don't be deceived by your own kind of people. I mean, this person trying to trick you. I mean, this guy even rapes the teachings of the Catholic Church, or I mean in Christianity, or in general, to just abuse that and saying that this is the Jesus, that he said that he's the Jesus of Nazareth, that he is no longer settled in Vatican, would be settled in Amsterdam. And what the hell is that? That he said he settled in Amsterdam because his new founded church was started in South Korea by a leader, a follower, and who is acquainted by his father. And where is that his father came and was born in Korea, and all that non-stop BS comes. And what's going to happen is that after all this, they're just gonna settle in, and they're gonna just show, they're gonna even show the guy after Hak Ja Moon, her, Sun Myung Moon's wife, because I forgot his name. Her name is would be, yeah. I mean, I have him like Hak Ja Han Moon. Hak Ja Han Moon. Yeah, after Hak Ja Han Moon's funeral, all been settled in. It would be starting of what one man who started it all, the founder, to being replaced by a white Dutch man claiming to be called Jesus Christ, married to a Korean prostitute, that he would be settled in, that saying, we found the replacement, we found the new location. Yes, they found the new location, his birthplace. They're going to Europe. And why in the world this organization, the Unification Church, might be going to Europe? Why? Because all of suddenly they're just gonna add the protest of Korean prostitutes in the streets of Seoul, that one of them, who might be his wife, who is going to be called Mary Magdalene Moon. And then that's just the lost niece, the lost sheep, the lost daughter. I mean, how in the world would you see this kind of BS coming on in the new location of this organization called the Unification Church? Moonies. Yes, Moonies. I mean, they're not going to be called Moonies. They're going to be called the Second Church of Jesus Christ, or the Final Testimony, the Church of the Final Testimony, right? The Church of the Final Testimony, the last location to be found, Amsterdam. Boom. This dude claims to be Jesus Christ, married to a Korean prostitute. And that Korean prostitute might be related to the Moon family. I mean, hey, if you want to get out, let me tell you what. If you still have Hak Ja Han Moon, passes away, your new mother would be a Korean prostitute. Your new father would be some Dutch man claiming to be called Jesus Christ. And then you gotta get out. You gotta get out of that organization. Get out of that cult. This is not Scientology. This is not Viserians. This is something that is very gonna eat your soul up. It's gonna brainwash you, and they're gonna make so much money that is going to be a political dilemma. I mean, this is a political dilemma. Going through all this, maybe the man who claims to be Jesus would be wanted to toss COVID-19 to Germany. You know where this is going? This is kind of strange that they say that this guy going to claim that he could toss to provide COVID-19 to Germany because they don't let the founder of this organization, or says that the secondary father, or said that the father, the real uncle, or the brother from the eastern part, the brother from the eastern area, they don't let him in, or the relative or his eastern relative don't let him in to Germany, or saying Sung Myung Moon. This is just crazy, and I think this is one of them that even Steve hasn't even seen this, because I'm telling you, this is going to happen pretty soon. It's going to happen pretty soon. That it is going to happen. All of this could be containing that again they wanted to protect God. Let's protect Jesus Christ. I mean, the guy who's claiming to be Jesus Christ, I know it's gonna be Josh or something like that. Put it this way, I mean, it's very deceiving. This is the Unification Church on steroids, with this new leader who is married to a Korean prostitute. Seriously, and this is where it is. His wife, the new leader of the Unification Church, his wife would be wearing a red and purple handbook, right? And he's gonna be dressed up like Jesus. He's gonna have a beard. He's gonna look like that, and they're just gonna change all the history, and they're gonna change that. They're gonna turn that into the museum, because they said that the second, that the second house of Christ, or something like that, the second church of Christ, or something like, or whatever they're gonna call it, says it started as humble beginnings in Korea, and this is just leave it as a museum, or something like that. They said this is where they took the mass marriages, and now the mass marriages is in a new location. That is not kind of right, or where it is. Okay, so what's going on with this cult, or what's going on with this, for all you people, even a YouTuber that ain't seen the videos, be careful. Don't be deceived by a man, not even if your own kind, that believes to claim. This is worse than the Viserians in Russia. This is worse. That just don't be deceived by some man who claims to be Jesus Christ, who is married to a Korean prostitute, and what you're gonna fall is to a great deception of all. It's just not like losing any money and all this stuff, and making a $1 million business on this cult, to take it to another step further. Easy deceiving cult, that after Sung Myung Moon passes away, he already passed away since 2012. He's been dead since 2012, but just after Han Ja Han Moon dies, this man who is he's not gonna be Asian. It's a white guy, bearded Dutch man who claims to be Jesus Christ, married to a Korean prostitute, telling the story that she has flocked South Korea to the Netherlands, and then when she found Jesus, or the man who claims to be Jesus, changed her life. I mean, something gotta be get away from that, because after all this, they're gonna buy a soccer team, maybe a newspaper, or probably a media. I mean, something has to give with this Unification Church owning any properties in the Netherlands, or having any kind of organization. Not organization, like starting record companies or something like that. Don't be deceived, all right? This is just a one-way street to saying that this new leader who is coming up after Sung Myung Moon's wife passes away, he's just gonna put the Unification Church on steroids. That's what he does. Put the Unification Church on steroids. True family cathedral and whatnot would be some kind of, any evidence to saying, welcome to the new leadership, and even changing the name, or the second house of God, or the final Church of Christ, or something like, or whatever it is that says. Even though they just says, before that, and talk about Sung Myung Moon should be transcendent, and they even just put all the way further that says that why would they still in Rome until they found the location in Korea, and then they moved to Holland. This is what the Unification Church are planning for: deception, easy target, deceiving people in this cult, worse than Vissarians in Russia. And all it is just another scheme of a cult that is gonna get worse. I mean, they just saying in the news or something like that. You must be seeing things around. Even at this time, after this time they just gonna hear why God punished Germany with COVID-19 with this new leader, and he said he wasn't. And probably one thing about the new leader of the Unification Church, he said, I am going to the land where I was born first. He's going to Palestine and Israel. He just want to just put away within there. Maybe this would be some kind of saying that I am the Messiah, and this is my original place, and whatever it is, This is gonna be crazy, It's gonna be really crazy. All the Moonies going to the Holy Land. Yes, all the Moonies going to Palestine. Where would they go? Where would they go with their new Dutch leader? In Palestine, in Israel. They said they're going to the new leader's land. I mean, for all you folks there, if you're ready for all this, because I'm going to take my tablet again because I forgot her name. So if you're ready for all this mumbo jumbo in the true family after Hak Ja Han Moon passes away, it would be more terrifying that you see the niece of Moon could be a Korean prostitute who has led the march of the prostitutes in South Korea when the government shut the brothels and stuff. and maybe you'll be deceiving that your true mother would be your next true mother will be a prostitute, and your next true father would be some Dutch man who claims to be Jesus Christ. I mean, for some of you, if you want to just pick up the truth or whatever it is, and you read a bit of what is biblically reading of Revelation 17, they're talking about where you at. The Unification Church in its history, and then he said, you know what, I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go be a Baptist. I'm gonna go be a Catholic or whatever. Hey, at least you find out what they have the teaching instead of the book, the Mooney Bible or something like that, right? So that's what you get. That's what you get, well informed, right? So that's what you need to do. Get informed. Like all the other cults, Scientology. I never have been out, even though I have seen that it says about Scientology and their BS methods. And yeah, got out. Moonies, the Unification Church. Been there. It was cool. Everybody's cool. You know what? Even if I get a Japanese girlfriend or whatever it is, I got out. I know it's BS. I know it's BS because I know that these cults are BS and they just want to just take your money. And even to one person that I admire her videos, look, if you want to settle in of this cult, I'm talking about the Unification Church. This is to Ivan. Don't be deceived by this person, the new leader, who's going to replace after Jack Han Moon dies, after Hak Ja Han Moon passes away. Hak Ja Han Moon, who is the wife of Sung Young Moon, the founder of the Unification Church. This new leader, you seen that like this guy claims to be Jesus, married to a Korean prostitute. Don't just join in. Don't be easy deceiving because it's BS. Just like the Russian dude in Siberia claiming to be Jesus Christ, but this is the Unification Church. The Dutch Christ, the man who claims to be Jesus, the replacement of Sung Young Moon. Don't even go there and join that cult. So after all, this is just one thing about a cult. This is my first video about this cult, the Unification Church. It is a cult. It is very deceiving. And Stephen Hassan, you have to use time to settle your trip to Europe and talk about your deception with the founder before it's too late, when they figure out that there'll be some guy who claims to be Jesus Christ, who is the new founder of not the new founder, he will be the new leader who's going to steer a ship of the Unification Church, married to a Korean prostitute. But please subscribe to the Embargoman channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button. Take care, folks, and be safe, and beware of the new leader of the Unification Church. It would be a Dutch man claiming to be Jesus Christ, who is married to a Korean prostitute. Goodbye and peace out, folks.